Welcome children. Today I am going to take your geography as well as history class. Let me first take your geography class. In geography, today I am going to discuss about the chapter Latitudes and Longitudes. Before starting the chapter, let me give you some introduction. Our spherical shape is best represented by means of a globe. Earth is a planet with life on it and has a vast equatorial circumference. The equatorial circumference of the earth is 40,077 km and the polar diameter of the earth is 12,713.8 km and the equatorial diameter is 12,756.8 km. Due to the flattening of the pole, such a vast expanse of land is occupied by a number of villages, towns, cities, countries within the great continent, which can be located at a glance if one looks at a globe. But to find the exact location of the place on the globe, one has to use a map. A map is a two-dimensional graphic representation of a globe drawn to scale on a flat surface. Location of maps on the globe. The four main directions, that is east, west, north and south, are called the cardinal points, which are indicated on every map and are the guidelines of locating places on the globe. It helps us understand a great deal the explorers and navigators in the past to reach their respective destination. The ancient Greeks were the first one to recognize the spherical shape of the earth. They also derived the system of longitudes and latitudes to study the map. Above all, they calculated the size of the earth with surprising accuracy. In about 200 BC, Eratosthenes, the Greek mathematician, was the first to have measured the circumference of the earth. He could do so only because he could calculate the exact position of Alexandria and Syene for his accurate observation regarding the measurement of the earth. Now, Earth's grid. Let me just tell you what is Earth's grid. A complete network of parallels of latitude and meridians of longitude drawn on the map or globe is called the Earth's grid. It enables us to determine the location of any point on the globe. For latitudes, the point at which rotational axis intersects Earth's surface, are called the North Pole and South Pole. The imaginary circle circumscribing the Earth around the center of the Earth being equidistant from the poles and drawn through the center with a plane perpendicular to the axis is called the equator. The lines of latitude are drawn parallel to the equator in the lines and grow smaller towards the pole. Thus, the great circle equator is largest and merely a point at the pole. The latitude of a place is the angular distance of that place north or south of the equator as measured from the center of the earth. Latitude of the equator is 0 degree and that of the poles are 90 degree north and 90 degree south in north and south respectively. It measures either to the north or to the south of the equator and accordingly specified as north or south. Each latitude is an imaginary circle parallel to the equator and centered on the polar axis. These are called parallels of latitude. Altogether, there are 180 parallels at 1 degree interval, 90 degree to the north of the equator and 90 degree to the south of the equator, while equator is taken in 0 degree latitude and is the only great circle. The radius and the length of parallels gradually decreases from its maxima and the equator to its minima at the pole. The distance of each latitude is approximately 111 km. Now, let me tell you how this distance is calculated. Now, Earth is divided into two hemispheres, that is Eastern Hemisphere and Western Hemisphere. Eastern Hemisphere has 180 meridians of longitude. Even the Western Hemisphere has 180 meridians of longitude. 180 plus 180 is equal to 360. That means Earth has total 360 meridians of longitude and the Earth's circumference of the Earth is 40,000 km. So, if you divide 40,000 by 360, then you will get 111 km. That means the distance of each latitude is 111 km. And with this, I am ending my today's geography class. Now, let me start your history. In history, Today, let me first describe about the seals. More than 2000 years have been found at various sites. The seals were made of terracotta and setite, a soft stone. Most of the seals are rectangular, but some are circular in shape. Some of them have a knob at the back which contains a hole. It is believed that different guilds or individual merchants and traders use this seal for stamping their consignment. They have a carved picture with some inscription on one side. Unfortunately, the Harappan script has not yet been deciphered. Nevertheless, the seals throw light on the religion, customs and trade of the people. No temples or shrines of the Harappan civilization have been found. Our knowledge of the religious beliefs of the Harappan is based on the information derived from the seals and terracotta and bronze figure. Seals engraved with the figures of animals like humped bull, elephant and rhinoceros suggest that the animals were probably considered sacred. The image of a three-headed male god sitting cross-legged and surrounded by animals like lion, rhinoceros, buffalo and elephant with two deer under his seat is found on many seals. The people tree and serpent are also worshipped. Even today in India, the bull and people tree are held sacred. The terracotta figure of a male deity has been found as the mother goddess who represents fertility and prosperity. Some statues also bear roots marks at the base, indicating the incense was burned as part of the ritual. This shows that Harappan people worship images. Decline of the Harappan civilization. The Harappan civilization flourished about 1000 years. During this period, there was little changes in the lifestyle, customs and habits. Though this civilization began to decline by 1500 BC, the exact causes of the decline are not known. However, the historians have made various suggestions based on evidences. The most commonly accepted theory is the natural calamity like earthquake and flood or the change of course of the river in thus may have destroyed the cities or led to mass migration. Some historians are of opinion that epidemics of fire destroyed the city. Some believe that foreign invasion led to its decline. Even urban character. Mesopotamian civilization was urban in character. The Sumerian Empire was divided into number of city-states. The most important city-states were Urg, Lagash, Erich and Eridu. These city-states flourished along the banks of canal. The king was regarded as the divine image and was called the priest king. The city-states was divided into three classes. Aristocratic, it consists of priest and official. Middle class, it consists of free landowners and merchant. Lower caste, it consists of slaves. The use of cotton was exclusively restricted at this period in India and was not extended to the Western world. People enjoyed a high degree of luxury and comfort that was unknown to the other part of the world. With this, I am ending my today's class. Goodbye.